There can be no life without order. Good, evil, darkness, light. There must be balance in the universe. Such is the decree of the Charred Council, an ancient body charged by the Creator to preserve the very fabric of existence. But the balance has been broken. Even now, Earth smolders in ruin, fallen to the demon lords, and the Destroyer carves a new kingdom amongst his mighty chosen. Some say the Horsemen War triggered the apocalypse, that he rode to Earth unbidden and doomed all of mankind. But what of the other Horsemen, fearless enforcers of the Council's will? What of fury, strife, and death? To know those names, you must first know another. Nephilim, cursed union of angel and demon. The Nephilim had countless realms to the sword, and burned them to ash. But four amongst them grew weary of the slaughter, and feared their conquest would imperil the balance. And so a truce was made. The four would serve the Council in exchange for unimaginable power. Thus were the dreaded Horsemen formed, and the Riders' first task was to purge their own brethren from creation, to annihilate the Nephilim and destroy their souls. Let us now cast our gaze to one amongst the four. Not War, who lies chained at the Council's feet, professing his innocence, but one who would save his brother above all else. He has many names: Kinslayer, Executioner, Death. To bargain for War's freedom, Death swore that he would resurrect humanity. But he knew not how this might be done. And so Death rode forth into the icy veil to find the Keeper of Secrets.
I always love watching that intro. I wonder, can you guys hear me okay? If not, you know, just say it, and then I'll just be like, okay. Well, no, if you can't hear me, then you can't hear what I'm saying right now. Oh, well. I guess if you can hear me, just say it in the chat. If you can't, then don't say anything. Okay. Lit. Well, I don't want to go to that castle yet. Well, fuck. Guess I gotta go there anyway. I always like that little touch that they do. So, yeah. This is Darksiders 2. This is one of, if not my favorite game, just ever. I love this game so much, and one of the reasons is because of little shit like what you just saw. I don't know. I love the little attention to details and stuff that they do in this game. But yeah, so first thing we gotta do is come up to this castle, talk to the Keeper of Secrets, which we later find out is the Crow Father. And this is when we fight these guys for the first time. They're just skeletons, basically. They don't really do anything, and at this point in the game, you're so limited into what you can do. Basically, the combo that I'm doing right now is literally your only combo that you have for the longest time. Well, you'll skip this one. I lied. You got two. You got two combos that you can do in the beginning of the game. Fuck. This bastard. I missed the dodge move. You always miss it in the beginning because you don't get it till later, and then it's super annoying. I'm using you as my background audio. You're lit. Alright. And so, the first secondary weapon you get is always either an axe or a hammer. It's weird, I never got why they gave you an axe or a hammer because they're both heavy weapons and they both basically do the same thing. Like, yeah, you basically got three weapon types in this game. You got your scythes, you got your axe, and, I mean, you got your scythes, you got your heavy weapons, and you got your light weapons. And your scythes, you always have them equipped, and then your secondary weapon can either be a heavy weapon or a light weapon. I never got why they gave you two heavy weapons in the beginning instead of just giving you a light weapon to go with it. It's kind of silly, but whatever. So yeah, now we have an axe. It's basic, slow, does a lot of damage. And now we got a lot more combos that we can do too. Oh, we got boots, and I didn't equip them because I'm a dummy dumb. So yeah, as you go through the game, you get a bunch of loot and shit. And that was like the main selling point of the game, was that, hey, you know, you get a ton of loot, and everyone's character is going to be different. In reality, your characters aren't that different, but you get a lot of cool shit as you go through the game. And it honestly does feel really good when you start getting good shit, because like, there's never a point in the game where you just get like tons of trash, you know? So you do get a real sense of progression, and the armor basically gets a lot more complicated and cool looking as you go on. Like in the beginning, all you get are these boots, and then later we'll probably find some gloves, and then that's it. That's all you get for loot. Shut up, Crowfather. Interrupting me. There we go. I love the Crowfather. He's kind of annoying at this level because he just keeps showing up. I mean, it's cool like when you're playing for the first time, but then it just kind of, after a while, it just gets kind of annoying. Because I think this is like my 5th playthrough of this game. So, after a while, the voice just like, shut up, man. All these fucking weapons they're giving me suck. That's my cat scratching herself. If you guys heard that bell. I heard it, so I'm pretty sure you guys can hear it too. So. I won't be fighting all these guys. I'm just doing it in the beginning because since I am playing on definitive difficulty, which is like the new hardest one, it means that basically the game's really fucking hard, and I'm gonna need a lot of this early XP just because it's free and shit. And these guys aren't that hard anyway. And the sooner I can level up, the better. But it's already starting unsubscribe. Yeah, man, just wait till the dog starts barking. That's when it starts getting bad.
As I have seen. You don't need to tell me.
I completely forgot about the lock-on. I usually try not to use it when I'm in group fights. Only for bosses, which I think the first boss of the game is after this part right here. Well, the first mini-boss, at least. 'Cause each level has, like, basically goes through, like, platforming area, then you fight a mini-boss, another platforming area, then the real boss. Pretty cool fucking mini-boss, though. The ice giant. I always kind of liked them. Till they ended up reusing his design later in the game. Did you see how he just stood there for like 2 seconds? Definitive difficulty. Bro, I almost died. I almost died to the freaking tutorial boss. But that was my fault. I was being really stupid. That's so satisfying. What I love is that every time you beat a boss, you get a finishing move like that. And I always thought it looked cool. And I am missing this lamppost. Now, if you're wondering, why the hell are you just trying to hit random ass lampposts? It's because sometimes there's gold in it. And we are going to need gold. Because in the beginning of the game, you get basically none. Like, gold is almost useless in this game just because... Yeah, fuck. Just because in the beginning, you never use it. Everything is stupid expensive. You basically only use it for health potions and crap. And it just ends up not being worth it. I love when the music ramps up in that scene. I love the music in this game. It's so fucking good. I love the music in this game, I love the art in this game, I love the fucking combat in this game. I just love this game. Oh. Fucking hell. And then I go and I fuck up the jump. You know, game, I'm trying to praise you, and you're making me look bad. Alright? Def, get up there. Well, it's like right before one of my favorite spots in here, too. When you're climbing up this wall right here.
Leave this place!
Boulders start coming down. You start seeing ruins of the temple that used to be here. It's so cool. There are a few moments like this in the game where you're just like traversing through the outside of like these giant walls and stuff. And it's just really cool. Then there's this stupid guy right here. I never understood why they put just an enemy on the edge right there. Because in the beginning you're like, oh, it's so tense, it's so scary, he's right there on the wall. You can jump off a cliff if you wanted to, you don't actually die. Like if I were to jump off right now, Steph doesn't actually die. He loses some health, but then that's about it. He just kind of flies back up. Because, you know, fuck fall damage. This is fucking death. Which I guarantee you was their mindset when they decided to do that. Because it's funny, like, if you watch, like, the developers talking about the making of this game, pretty much 90% of the development of this game was just what looks cool and what is the most fun. Which is what I really like that. Most developers are so, you know, they're so into the idea of, oh, we gotta make this really realistic, we gotta make this, you know, super gritty, and they never think like, hey, why don't we make this fun? You know? And when they made this game, they really tried to do that. Did they succeed well into it? I say they did for the most part. There are points in the game where it was clear that they were way too ambitious for what they were trying to do. But for the most part, it does work, and this game is really fun, enjoyable, and I love this part. Just walking up here. Look at that shit. That's fucking gorgeous.
Voices. Always voices. Torment without end.
Keeper of secrets, I need your help.
I helped you once before, horseman. Look at me now. How I cursed that day. How I curse you.
Careful, Crowfather. I'm not here to put you out of your misery. Not yet.
I know why you've come. Your brother, the one called War, he's been imprisoned by the Charred Council and awaits their judgment. For dooming the Earth. For mankind's extinction. Why should I care about your brother's fate?
Because you know the truth. Your secrets can save him.
The Council will condemn War. Strip him of power, let him rot in oblivion. To hide the truth. My secrets cannot prove his innocence, horseman.
No, but they can help me to erase the crime.
Bring mankind back from extinction. Madness.
If it's madness, then who better to show me the way?
Should a way exist, you will find it here.
The Tree of Life. Let me pass.
Not yet. That which you gave me, you will take it back.
In exchange for its secrets, you agreed to keep the amulet.
No. The voices, they curse and threaten without end. They cry to return. You must destroy it!
I cannot.
You annihilated their flesh. Why do you guard their souls?
Open the portal.
You will not pass while I live.
So be it.
Here your brethren are trapped in eternal torment. Do you wish to join them? And what of War? Would you kill your brother to save your precious balance?
He is innocent.
Are you so certain?
I love that part every time. Gotta love the art style and the animation. Yeah, the art style in this game is so fucking good. But it's funny because that part of the game, like that cutscene, really highlights one of the main issues though with the graphics, is that the art style looks really nice. from far away. But then you try to zoom in, and you start to realize, wow, this is like really low textured. And I was hoping that this version of the game would kind of fix that, and it does to an extent, but the textures are still kind of blurry and whatnot, and I wasn't paying attention, so that's why I got hit there. Yeah. I didn't even get to talk about this fight, man. This is one of the best fights. Well, not really. It's one of the best fights in terms of like the concept of it. Just war and death. For those who haven't played the first game, you know, they're gonna see war and they're gonna be like, oh shit, so this is what you played in the first game. And then everyone who played the first game, they're just like, oh man, war. And then, you know, you really see the difference between these two, where Death is just kind of like jumping around, you know, dodging all of War's attacks, waiting for him to finish to attack, and then War is just swinging away with all of his fucking strength. It's just such a cool fight, even though it's basically just War doing, as you can see, the same fucking attack over and over, and then that's it. But it's still a cool idea. And then that scene too. Wait, it wasn't War the whole time? Who knew?
Open the portal. Your secrets die with you, old fool.
My secrets, but not yours.
That seems a lot more tragic when you understand their backstory. Which I wish was explained in the game, because it's kind of interesting.
The uncountable worlds of our universe swirl in an endless abyss. Many worlds ravaged by time or conflict are swallowed by the abyss, returned to the nothingness from which they were formed. But others linger for eternity, on the brink of annihilation, that creation might be balanced with destruction. And in the final moment of battle, death was banished to one such world, in the autumn of its life, yet not far from the edge of darkness. Had death been sent to his doom, that answer would be found in the horseman's future, and in his past.